Can we have another question?
Everyone knows Selena and Taylor are Hollywood besties, but Justin just stirred the pot with this message as news of Selena's engagement dropped. Then, to make things even worse, he posted this clear dig at Taylor. But Taylor is not about to let that slide. Sis just clapped back with a bold warning. The friendship triangle, history and tensions. So for anyone who's been living under a rock, Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez have been absolute friendship goals since way back in 2008. These two queens initially connected when they were both dating Jonas Brothers, Swift with Joe Jonas and Gomez with Nick Jonas. In a super cute 2017 interview, Gomez spilled, "We actually dated the Jonas Brothers together. It was hysterical," and mentioned they clicked instantly during this era. Their bond was giving immediate bestie vibes, with Gomez literally saying in October 2009, "Every single problem I ever have is healable by Taylor Swift," which honestly, same. The Taylor friendship, that's their ship name BTW, has been absolutely iconic throughout the years, serving pure sister energy that most of us can only dream about. In a January 2020 interview with WSJ Magazine, Swift dropped this gem. "There has always been this quality of sisterhood. I knew from when I met her I would always have her back," while Gomez added, "She showed up for me in ways I would have never expected." And let me tell you, this isn't just PR talk. They've consistently shown up for each other IRL. Selena has literally called Taylor her big sister countless times, including during an Instagram Live in September 2018.
Taylor's awesome. I love her. She's amazing. She's literally like my big sister. I tell her everything.
Where she said, "This is the kind of ride or die friendship that has all of Stan Twitter in their feels." Let me hit you with some major Talena milestones that are just chef's kiss. In September 2008, Swift supported Gomez at her Another Cinderella Story premiere, serving bestie energy from day one. Then in November 2011, Gomez made a surprise appearance at Swift's Speak Now tour, performing Who Says at Madison Square Garden, and the crowd went absolutely feral. The cultural reset moment came in May 2015, when Gomez appeared in Swift's Bad Blood music video, alongside a whole squad of A-listers. That August, Gomez surprised fans at Swift's 1989 tour, performing Good For You and stating, "After nearly 8 years of friendship, I love you, Tay." The vibes were immaculate when Gomez joined Swift's Reputation tour in May 2018, with Swift introducing her as the person I could call at any time of day. Literally obsessed with this friendship, and the stan behavior continues to this day. When Gomez announced her engagement to Benny Blanco in December 2024, Swift immediately commented, "Yes, I will be the flower girl." The kind of energy we all need from our besties, period. Now, let's get into the Yelena saga. That's Justin and Selena for anyone who somehow missed the biggest ship of the 2010s. This was the relationship that had Gen Z and younger millennials in a chokehold for years. Selena and Justin's situationship began in 2010 and was the definition of on again, off again until 2018, with enough drama to fill multiple Netflix series. Their relationship timeline has been documented more thoroughly than some historical events, creating what many described as a tumultuous romantic journey. The plot twist came when Justin married Hailey Baldwin, now Bieber, in 2018, literally right after his final breakup with Selena, which had the internet absolutely shook. During this entire Jelena roller coaster, Taylor Swift was Team Selena all the way. One iconic moment that broke the internet happened at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards, where cameras caught Swift's whole face scrunching in disgust after seeing Gomez and Bieber kiss backstage. This reaction instantly became meme material and perfectly captured Swift's unfiltered feelings about Yelena. Plot twist though, Swift and Bieber weren't always throwing shade. They actually started as mutuals, with Swift giving Bieber a major co-sign early in his career by inviting him to open for her Fearless tour in 2009. This was huge for baby Bieber, who was still in his baby era. They even worked on an unreleased bop called Cannonball for Bieber's album Believe, showing there was once some creative synergy between them before all the drama. So what triggered the falling out? The receipts suggest it all went downhill around 2013, and the main character in this plot was Selena. Swift's protective bestie energy, combined with the tea about Bieber possibly cheating that was spilling at that time, created some serious beef. Swift's loyalty to Gomez was giving main character energy, and it seems like that was the final straw for any Swift-Bieber friendship. The tension got even messier in 2016, when Bieber posted a photo with Kanye West and Scooter Braun, tagging Swift during her feud with West and Kardashian. This was major shade, especially during the whole famous lyric controversy. Bieber later backtracked and deleted the caption, but the damage was done and the internet never forgets. But the real tea that scalded everyone was the 2019 Scooter Braun saga. For those who somehow missed this cultural moment, Braun, Bieber's manager, acquired Big Machine Records, which owned the masters to Swift's first 6 albums. Swift went off in a Tumblr post, calling out Braun for bullying bullying, and expressing her frustration at not being able to buy her own masters. Bieber, being loyal to his manager, defended Braun on social media, which was the ultimate betrayal in Swift's eyes. The drama continued with what some sources call a Gymgate incident in 2020, where Swift allegedly tried to have Bieber removed from a gym in Los Angeles, but Bieber reportedly said nope and stayed anyway. While the tea on this is a bit murky, it added another chapter to their ongoing feud narrative. Fast forward to April 2024, and there was a plot twist when Swift and Bieber were spotted in the same vicinity at Coachella during Ice Spice's set. Swift was with her boyfriend Travis Kelce, while Bieber was solo before Hailey joined him later. There were no reports of them actually interacting, but the fact they didn't demand separate sections was progress, I guess. But just when we thought the drama might be cooling off, in March 2025, Bieber chose violence by posting an Instagram photo of a blood moon lunar eclipse set to Swift's 2015 song Bad Blood, a track literally about betrayal and revenge. The internet immediately recognized this as a direct shot at Swift, especially considering their history with the 2019 Scooter Braun tea. The timing and song choice were giving Petty King energy and reignited all the fan theories about their ongoing beef. Meanwhile, Selena has been living her best life, engaged to producer Benny Blanco since December 2024 and thriving in her career. Swift broke her 100-day Instagram silence on March 22, 2025, specifically to hype up Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's new album, I Said I Love You First. This move was giving major bestie vibes, with fans celebrating their friendship. Swift's post showed that their bond is still unbreakable, especially after all the Jelena drama over the years. Adding another layer to this whole mess is the Selena versus Hailey situation. Some fans have been decoding Hailey's social media posts as subliminal shade at Selena, though Hailey has denied these claims. This perceived tension has had Stan Twitter in constant detective mode, analyzing every post and story for hidden meanings. In March 2023, Selena took the high road by posting on Instagram, Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying, advocating for kindness. Hailey responded by thanking Selena and saying they had been discussing how to move past the Stan wars, condemning the vile, disgusting hatred. Queen behavior from both of them, honestly. Despite these attempts to squash the beef, fan theories continue to spiral, with recent 2025 articles suggesting ongoing interpretations of Hailey's social media activity as shading Selena. But the receipts suggest these claims are more Stan-driven than based on actual shade from the celebrities themselves. Recent developments, social media drama, and viral moments. One of the most viral moments that broke the internet involved Swift and Gomez at the 2024 Golden Globes on January 7th. Both queens were nominees. Swift for her Eras Tour movie, which, let's be real, was a cultural reset, and Gomez for Only Murders in the Building, another slay. During a commercial break, cameras caught Gomez leaning over to whisper something to Swift that made both Swift and her friend Kelly Sperry literally gag. This moment went insanely viral, with clips spreading faster than a TikTok dance challenge. The lack of audio in this clip had Stan Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram in full detective mode, with some fans trying to lip read and coming up with theories that Gomez was spilling tea about being denied a photo with Timothée Chalamet by Kylie Jenner. The Hollywood Reporter amplified the moment by sharing the clip on X, sending it into the stratosphere. The speculation got so intense that Gomez felt the need to clear the air. On January 9th, 2024, Gomez jumped into the comments of an E! News Instagram post and wrote, "No, I told Taylor about two of my friends who hooked up. Not that that's anyone business." An anonymous source also told People magazine that Gomez was absolutely not referencing anything about Timothy or Kylie, and that she never even saw or spoke to the couple. This clarification was discussed all over social media, including an E! News YouTube video that went viral. This moment shows how the internet loves to create drama, even when it's just besties sharing gossip. It's also tea that Gomez is willing to call out misinformation directly, which is main character energy. The plot thickened in December 2024 when Selena Gomez hard-launched her engagement to producer Benny Blanco. Swift immediately jumped into the comments with, "Yes, I will be the flower girl," the kind of supportive bestie behavior we all need in our lives. The internet went wild for this friendship moment, with fan edits flooding TikTok and Instagram. This happy news for Gomez apparently triggered some feelings for her ex. According to spilled tea from Hola in December 2024, when he he heard that Selena was engaged, he'll even admit it stung for a brief second, though the source claimed this was more about closure than ongoing feels. This reported reaction had fans speculating about Bieber's true emotions, despite him being married to Hailey Bieber since 2018 and welcoming baby Jack Blues Bieber in August 2024. The drama went nuclear in early April 2025, when Justin Bieber posted an Instagram story featuring a meme of Gollum from The Lord of the Rings obsessing over a ring, with the caption, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." Coming right after Selena's engagement announcement, this was giving major shade and the internet immediately caught on. Social media was flooded with comments like, "This is the first time I've seen a post of his and thought, oh, that actually could be about Selena. And even if it's not about Selena, he had to know that's where people's minds would go when he posted this." Reddit was absolutely dragging him, with comments like, "Okay, this is weird. He needs to get off social media. Why is he shading his ex at his grown age?" Some fans tried to defend Bieber, saying it was just a random meme, but the timing was suspicious AF and had everyone talking. The plot thickened when Justin allegedly liked and then quickly unliked a photo of Selena and Benny kissing, according to eagle-eyed fans on social media. This was giving major lurking ex vibes, and fans were quick to screenshot and share the receipts before he could hide the evidence. The internet had a field day speculating that Bieber was still keeping tabs on his ex despite being married with a child. In what seemed like a direct response to all this shadiness, Taylor Swift broke her 100-day Instagram silence on March 22, 2025, specifically to hype up Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's new album, I Said I Love You. First, this was giving major "I see you shading my bestie and I'm publicly supporting her" energy. Swift's post was a masterclass in subtle shade while appearing completely positive on the surface. "We stan a strategic queen," adding fuel to this already blazing fire. In March 2025, Bieber posted an Instagram photo of a blood moon lunar eclipse set to Swift's 2015 track Bad Blood, a song literally about betrayal and revenge. This was so obviously targeted that even casual observers couldn't miss the shade. The Mirror US noted that Swifties were especially triggered by Bieber's choice to use the original version of Bad Blood instead of Taylor's version, which they saw as a double drag against both Swift and a subtle nod to Scooter Braun. The layers of shade were truly next level. As if this wasn't enough drama, Kanye West decided to insert himself into the narrative in the most problematic way possible. In early 2025, West went on an unhinged posting spree on X, dropping over 100 explosive posts, including a completely baseless and disgusting claim alleging Swift had a threesome with Justin Bieber and Harry Styles. This was giving major, desperate for attention energy and crossed every line. Swift reportedly wasn't having any of it and took legal action against West, filing a cease and desist for defamation and sexual harassment. According to an insider quoted by Yahoo Entertainment, this time he has gone too far. His claims are not just false, they are defamatory, emphasizing that West's behavior constituted sexual harassment intended to harm Swift's career. Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, was reportedly ready to throw hands, wanting to confront West man to man. We love a supportive king. While this controversy dragged Bieber's name into West's mess, there's no evidence that Bieber himself had anything to do with West's claims. However, the incident further complicated the already messy web of relationships and tensions between these celebrities. Beyond all this relationship drama, fans have been genuinely concerned about Justin Bieber's well-being. Beliebers have been worried about his recent social media activity, including videos showing him smoking a bong and posts where he expressed feeling like a fraud and unqualified. This has shifted some of the conversation from drama to genuine concern about his mental health, adding another layer to how people are interpreting his social media activity. It's important to note that, despite all this online messiness and speculation, there have been zero actual sightings of Justin Bieber with either Selena Gomez or Taylor Swift in 2025. The drama exists pretty much exclusively in the realm of social media posts, fan theories, and media reporting, rather than IRL interactions. In fact, Justin and Hailey Bieber were spotted serving couple goals at a road pop-up in February 2025, looking loved up and effectively shutting down the divorce rumors that had been circulating online. Hailey has been vocal about these persistent rumors, telling W Magazine, "People have made me feel so bad about my relationship since day one. Oh, they're falling apart. They hate each other. They're getting divorced. It's like people don't want to believe that we're happy." So with all these receipts laid out, the big question remains, is Taylor Swift actually sending warnings to Justin Bieber about playing with Selena again? Or is this just another case of the internet creating narratives out of subtle shade and coincidental timing? Fact versus fiction, analyzing the warning claims. First, let's define what would actually count as a warning in this context. A direct warning would be Taylor explicitly telling Justin to back off from Selena or face consequences, like sliding into his DMs with a threat or calling him out publicly. An indirect warning might be Taylor making coded statements that everyone knows are about Justin, even without naming him directly. With these definitions in mind, let's review what we actually know. The cold hard facts? There is zero credible evidence of Taylor Swift sending a direct warning to Justin Bieber about Selena Gomez in 2024 or 2025. No reliable sources have reported Swift making any explicit statements warning Bieber to stay away from Gomez, either in public or private. This is crucial T. The sensational claim in our title is giving major clickbait energy rather than being backed by receipts. So where did this narrative even come from? It seems to be a perfect storm of several factors. First, fan theories about Swift's music, particularly the track Question from her 2022 album Midnights. Swifties have been theorizing that lyrics like, "Did you leave her house in the middle of the night?" and "Does it feel like everything's just like second best after that meteor strike?" are secret callouts about Bieber and Gomez's past relationship. A TikTok video by user at @hey_itsruthie, which racked up over 762,000 views as of March 1st, 2023, broke down these lyrics, suggesting Swift was low-key dragging Bieber about his treatment of Gomez. However, Swift has never confirmed these theories, and the song could literally be about anyone or no one specific. Second, Swift's public support for Gomez, especially during times when Bieber appears to be throwing shade, could be interpreted as an indirect message. Her decision to end a 100-day Instagram silence specifically to hype up Gomez and Blanco's album in March 2025, right after Bieber's controversial posts, seems strategically timed. While this shows Swift is ride or die for Gomez, calling it a warning to Bieber is a stretch that requires major reading between the lines. Third, there's Swift's long history of being protective AF toward Gomez, like her iconic disgusted face at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards when Gomez and Bieber kissed. These past reactions have built a narrative of Swift as Gomez's defender against Bieber, making it easy for fans to interpret any supportive moves toward Gomez as shade toward Bieber. At the moment, it seems there are literally zero reports of Bieber and Gomez rekindling anything or even interacting directly. Gomez is engaged to Benny Blanco and serving relationship goals, while Bieber is married to Hailey, with whom he has a baby. The claim that he's playing with Gomez is based entirely on his social media posts that could potentially reference her, rather than any actual interaction between them. The most concrete recent action from Bieber that fans have connected to Gomez is his Instagram post with the Gollum meme about engagement, and his briefly liking and unliking a photo of Gomez with Blanco. While the timing raised eyebrows, calling this playing with Gomez is giving major reach. These actions might show pettiness or lingering feels, but they're not direct engagement with her. Both Gomez and Bieber have made it clear they're on separate paths. When Selena announced her engagement to Benny Blanco in December 2024, sources said Bieber felt a momentary sting, but described this as closure rather than ongoing entanglement. There's no tea suggesting Bieber has tried to slide into Gomez's DMs or interfere with her current relationship. Let's consider what might be the strongest possible case for the warning narrative, just to be fair to the stans who are convinced something's happening. The timing of Swift's social media moves does align suspiciously well with Bieber's actions. Her breaking a 100-day Instagram silence specifically to hype Gomez's new album came shortly after Bieber's controversial posts about engagements. This could be interpreted as Swift sending a message of solidarity with Gomez in response to perceived shade from Bieber. If we accept this interpretation, it could be seen as a form of indirect warning, Swift signaling to Bieber that she's watching his moves and standing firmly with Gomez. However, even this most charitable reading falls way short of the dramatic warning suggested by our clickbait title. It's basic bestie behavior to support your friend, not a confrontational message to an ex. The distinction matters because it shows how celebrity relationships are often blown way out of proportion for views and engagement. Another important factor to consider is how fan communities amplify and sometimes completely manufacture drama. Social media platforms show major divides among fans, with some nostalgic Jelena stans calling Selena and Justin iconic and hot, while acknowledging their toxic history. Others are dragging Justin for seemingly shading Selena, with comments like, "Okay, this is weird. He needs to get off social media. Why is he shading his ex at his grown age?" Meanwhile, Taylor Swift's support has been praised, reinforcing her image as Selena's ride-or-die friend. These polarized fan reactions create an environment where neutral actions get interpreted as major shade, and supportive gestures become seen as epic clapbacks. The narrative of Swift warning Bieber says more about stan culture and fan fantasies than about the actual dynamics between the celebrities themselves. We also need to remember that we're only seeing what celebrities choose to share on their public platforms. We don't have access to their private conversations, DMs, or interactions that might paint a completely different picture. Swift and Bieber may have squashed their beef privately in ways we'll never know about, or they might be maintaining polite distance despite the perceived drama. Let's also address the Kanye situation, which tangentially involved both Swift and Bieber. West's disgusting and baseless claims about Swift having a threesome with Bieber and Harry Styles represent a different kind of mess entirely, one where both Swift and Bieber are victims of defamation rather than beefing with each other. Swift's reported legal action against West doesn't indicate any particular stance toward Bieber, who was also dragged into West's toxic narrative without evidence. Beyond the celebrity dynamics, it's worth reflecting on why this narrative of Swift warning Bieber resonates so strongly with fans. Stories of fierce female friendship and protection against perceived male toxicity hit different in today's culture. Swift's brand as the ultimate girl's girl who stands by her besties through thick and thin makes her perfect for this role, regardless of whether it reflects reality. Similarly, Bieber's public struggles with mental health and past behavior make him an easy target for criticism. Fans have expressed genuine concern about his recent social media activity, noting posts where he expressed feeling like a fraud and unqualified. These vulnerabilities can be weaponized in narratives that cast him as the villain, even when his actual behavior might be more complex or nuanced. Both have moved on to other relationships, Gomez with her fiancé Benny Blanco, and Bieber with his wife Hailey and their child. Describing their current situation as Bieber playing with Gomez simplifies what's likely a much more complicated emotional reality. Let's also acknowledge that all three main characters in this story, Swift, Gomez, and Bieber, are grown adults with agency and boundaries. Gomez has shown she can definitely stand up for herself, as we saw with her clarifying the Golden Globes speculation and her defense of Hailey Bieber against online hate. Swift, while protective of her besties, is a strategic queen who understands the power of her platform. And Bieber, despite his struggles, has shown growth and maturity in many areas, especially since becoming a dad. That brings us to the end of this story. For more videos like this, click on the cards on your screen.